Hello, my dear viewers and the rest of the listeners. Welcome to this presentation in which I will be talking about the 10 types of people you must avoid in your private life. My name is Meme JM, or you can simply call me Emily Swap. The people you must avoid in your private life. The greatest mistake that you can ever make in your life is to live together with the wrong people. However, it is so sad that you might have lived with such people at a certain place and at a certain stage in your life without taking any action and letting them torment your life and make you relinquish your dreams. This would have been either because you did not have an option to separate yourself from them, or because you did not know whether such persons would be beneficial or detrimental to your life, or because you feared for your life. Whereas it is completely true that as a human being, you are a social being that cannot live alone without others, it is also perfectly correct that if you live with the wrong people, then your life will be doomed. That is why you must always choose your close friends and those to associate with very carefully and wisely. This is because if you choose the right persons to surround you and be with you in whatever you do and wherever you will be, success will for sure be your portion. However, if you make a mistake and choose the wrong people to be with you or to work with you, you will not only be destined to fail, but you may also die before your time. You should always remember that you are a unique being with a unique destiny, and thus this uniqueness should be respected and given some private space to enable it to thrive. For this reason, you must have some private space that you can utilize to nurture yourself so that you can be what you are created to be and achieve the purpose for your creation. This private space is your individual world that you must take charge of and determine who should be part of it. This private space is composed of some of the following ingredients that should not be interfered with by anybody without your consent. Number one is your body and your health. Number two, your mission and vision. Number three is your nuclear family. Number four is your personal needs. Number five is your progression. Number six, your income. Number seven, your spiritual inclination. And number eight, your personality, amongst the others. Therefore, you should take full control and full responsibility over those ingredients because you are your own boss and manager of your private life, and none has the right to interfere with them without your consent. If anyone encroaches into any one of those ingredients, he or she will be directly interfering with your private life, and thus you must take full charge of your private life and safeguard it from being interfered with by other individuals. Verily, verily, I say unto you, not unless you wake up from your slumber and open your eyes wide to familiarize yourself with whoever is around you or whoever is living with you, wherever you are, you may never arise to shine in life, and you may exit from this world without having attained the purpose for your creation. This is because it's not everyone that is created to hold your hand. It's not everybody that is interested in your victory, and it's not everybody that was meant to lead you to your destiny. Therefore, the choice of people that you choose to relate with, associate with, work with, and share your private and personal life with, regardless of their status, play a key, pivotal role in determining the kind of life you lead and the type of goals you will achieve. For this reason, you need to be extremely careful concerning those that interact with you within your private space or your private life, because your greatest persecutor is always that person who knows you well. Your greatest accuser is that the person that you have interacted with very closely at a certain situation, and your greatest prosecutor is that the person that you share certain commonalities with. You must therefore set for yourself a certain level of threshold in terms of behavior and character that those who interact with you closely must meet, so that you can embrace them into a personal and private space. The following are therefore some types of individuals that you must avoid in your private life if you want to lead a peaceful, fulfilled life, or be extremely cautious with if you can't avoid them altogether. Number one are the people that I call spiritualistic predators. Spiritualistic predators, SP. These are individuals that promise you mysterious blessings and success in your life for as long as you are ready to give them or what you have without questioning their behavior. They tell you that the more you give them, the more you'll be blessed. Yet, they never give you anything themselves so that they too can be blessed. They don't care even if you give them all what you have, including your own time and body, because they tell you that God wants a faithful servant who is ready to leave everything and follow him. However, the question you should ask yourself, my dear viewer and my dear listener, is this: why are they so much interested in you giving them everything, yet they themselves are not ready to give you all what you have so that they can also be blessed in the same manner that they want you to be blessed? These people forget that they are not God themselves, so that you can follow them like a blind person being led by another blind person. If a blind person leads another blind person, both of them will fall into the pit. They even request you to put your hands into your pocket, get hold of all the money that is inside there without questioning, and give them so that you can be blessed. They also inform you that the more you give, the more you'll be blessed. Yet, they will never teach you how to earn your income so that you can have more to give. These individuals will tell you that God loves a cheerful giver, and they will request you to release to them what you much value so that you can create the space for God to give you much more, yet they will never give you anything themselves, even when you are in need. They require you to be available within their meetings or within their venues and in every forum without the entire or throughout the entire week at the expense of your job, your work, or even your family. They are ready to spend all your personal time within the week in their work. Yet, they will not be concerned with your personal or your family welfare during that week. Regardless of how much they intimidate you to give, these people will never account for their collections. And if you raise a question concerning matters of accountability, they will rebuke you and claim that you are possessed by the evil spirit. They want to drive you, or they wanted to drive state-of-the-art cars. They want to live in the best houses and dress in the customized tailored clothes, while their members walk barefooted, dress in tattered clothes, and live in caves. In addition, they emphasize that you can never be blessed and God can never hear your prayers if you don't plant a seed. And the higher and costly the seed is, the more will be the chances of God hearing your request or your prayers. Hey, they tie every prayer to a special seed in terms of giving out your finances and resources. These individuals inform you that if you have no sin to plant in them, in quote, in God, they have no time to waste listening to your needs or praying for you. Surely, is this God's intention? Is this God's plan? My dear viewers and the rest of the listeners, it is the high time we come back to our conscience. They will never teach you how to manage your finances and other resources, nor will they ever create time to train you on how you can manage your family, your job, or your resources. These individuals always emphasize on tithing, giving, and releasing all what you have to God. Remember, God is the giver of all what you have. God does not eat your money. God does not eat what you give. What you give is purely meant to do and perform the work of God and not to enrich specific individuals. And therefore, in this context, whatever or whoever they call God is in fact themselves. They tell you that you must give out. You are tithing, you are giving. Whereas I don't refuse this fact that it is good for you to tithe, it's good for you to give. However, the manner in which these guys put emphasis on this aspect without minding about the welfare of members, without minding about your welfare, my dear viewer, and the rest of the listeners, is what is of concern. God does not tie your giving to Him blessing you. However, these individuals will emphasize that you must tithe, you must give if you have to be blessed. And this is their rallying call each and every minute. They will not teach you to live sin. They will not teach you about a faithful servant. They will not tell you about what God requires from people, from you. They only want what you have. They are only interested with you giving and releasing all what you have to God so that you can be blessed. But they will never care about how you make your income, nor about your individual and family issues. In fact, they don't care the source of your income. They don't care the source of your tithing. They don't care the source of your giving. Whatever the source is, they don't care. What they care is you must give. You must plant a seed. They request you to support them materially when they are in need so that God can bless you. But they will only pray for you and wish you God's blessings when you are in need, instead of them giving you material support, financial support, and any other type of support that can help you come out of your current situation. Remember, God uses people, and they themselves who are saying we pray for you are people. Whereas praying for you is okay. But if you are angry, which is the best move? Instead to provide you with the food, or it is to pray for you. Instead to give you what you need, or it is for them to tell you, God will bless you. For sure, what is important is to provide you with the food. If God has sent you to them to inform them about your status of hunger, and they have something they can give you, God should use them to give you what you are in need of. They utter spiritual ones that are only meant to threaten you, intimidate you, and brainwash you so that you can release what you have to them. Yet, they will never give you valid and realistic ways of dealing with your life situations. They have no time to spend equipping you with life skills on how you can face the realities of life. But they will have time to brainwash you in matters of planting seed and being faithful with unswerving respect for the men and women of God, in the quotes. They emphasize on the need for each follower to remit taxes to the government, but they will never be ready to pay their own taxes from their earnings. Yet, most of them are also salaried, just like any other employee. They also request you to give them all what you have so that they can pray for it and have it multiplied so that you can become an instant billionaire. What a mess! What a shame! Yet, they themselves have not even prayed for themselves to become billionaires too. If they are billionaires, why are they always having the rallying call? Plant seed, give, give, give. Yet, they will never plant any seed in you themselves. Seed that can help you, seed that can benefit you. Whereas planting seed is not a crime if you're planting it in faith. But this is not how God works. They don't encourage hard work or discourage unethical behavior, but their oracles are only full of instant miracles, wonders, and prosperity messages that is only meant for those that have planted a seed and those that believe in all what they tell them without questioning. They use all manner of paraphernalia to threaten you. They use physical mechanisms such as engaging in sexual practices so that the Spirit of God can enter, in quotes. They make you drink, eat, or inhale substances that are ordinarily harmful to human health. And then these guys of faith, they will push you, slap you, and perform other physical acts that have no foundation in the Word of God or under the disguise of kindly allow the Spirit of God to manifest in you. They thus use the Word of God as a tool to exploit you in all manner of ways and drive you into abject poverty as they enrich themselves without using it to teach you on the importance of hard work or equipping you with life skills that enable you to lead a successful and godly life according to the Word of God. Therefore, a true spiritual person that you can give room within your private world is one who Number one, teaches you the word of God just as it is. It is that man or woman who does not engage or make you engage in acts that violate the word of God. It is that person who does not extort from you your money or other properties under the caption, plant a good costly seed as a manifestation of faith. It is that person who equips you with life skills to enable you to be able to cope with the realities of life. It is that person who will send you his or religious activities in a way that does not interfere with your normal schedule of work. It is that person who trains you on the importance of giving without intimidation. It is that person who encourages hard work that is godly. It is that person who does not utilize fake actions to intimidate and imitate God's presence. It is that person who has put in place programs and strategies that can enable his or her members lead a modest standard of life. It is that person who does not tie prayers for you on how much you give in terms of seed, in terms of tithes, in terms of offerings. It is that person who is concerned about your general welfare and does not just concentrate on spirituality while forgetting all other aspects of a human being. It is that person who is ready to account for offerings and givings without coercion. It is that person who is obedient to the law of the land, including remitting taxes. It is that person who does not pray for you when in need, but he or she does not take any action to give you material and moral support. It is that person who trains and assists you on godly ways of earning a living. The second type of a person that you must avoid in your private life is the person that I call possessional scavenger. Possessional scavengers, PS. Who are these guys? These are individuals whose main objective is to exploit you to an extent that you cannot be able to rescue yourself from the state that they will leave you in. They exploit you in all ways under disguise of being people of value to your life, but then they dump you after they have used you to an extent of becoming just like a scrap metal. They are the individuals who don't allow you to enjoy your rights and freedoms, and they question your every move. They monitor you wherever you go. They want to know what you discuss with anyone, and they always doubt your character. They never trust you, and they always believe that you are never honest in anything. These guys will never make use of their resources for your benefit, but they always want you to lend them and spend on what you have on themselves, but they will never reciprocate. These guys will always want you to account for every expense, yet it's your own resources that they want to account for. These guys will always abuse you and misuse you in every way without apologizing for their actions. And if they do apologize, they still repeat the action again and excuses such as, I was not sober, I won't repeat it again, amongst other such fake types of excuses. They intimidate you in every way and threaten you to take, not to take, in the legal action against them. Whenever you are together, they want you to cater for every bill without them giving any support. If by any chance they spend anything on you, they demand that you must reciprocate for the same by doing for them whatever they will request of you. They ensure that you are in a state where you are completely independent on them, so that, or where you are completely dependent on them, so that they can manipulate you as they want. They don't allow you to attend public venues unless they accompany you. They prefer you remaining secluded at home without any opportunities to interact with others. These guys will make sure that you don't have any means of communicating with the others, such as phones. And if you do, they will always scroll through your phone to access your call logs, your messages, and other media apps, and question you about anything that is there. They claim that they can be ready to die or kill anyone who crosses on your path. And then these guys off. They love you so much. These guys force you and insist on being with you even when you are not ready for the same. They claim that they cannot live without you, and they don't sleep while thinking about you. They forsake their individual responsibilities and even abandon their work or studies under the caption that you are my everything. They cannot do anything for themselves without your input, and they don't permit you to do anything for yourself without having informed them in advance. Yet, they won't do anything for you even if you inform them about it. They limit your expenditure and dictate to you on how much you should spend on your personal resources, or even spend your personal resources, yet they will never support you in any way. Their main objective is therefore to extort you, exploit you, abuse you, and then dump you just like dust into the dustbin once they are through with using you. You should therefore not admit into a private space any of such characters, any of such individuals with any of the characteristics that I have explained. The third type of individual that you should not accept within your private space is the person that I call the kindness opportunists. KO. Kindness opportunists. Who are these guys? These are those people that take advantage of your generosity in order to exploit you. They will borrow from you, and then these guys that they will return or refund, but they will never do so after you have lent it to them. They request you to support them when they are in need, but they never appear when you are in need yourself. These individuals engage you in performing acts that benefit them with the promise that they will pay you, but they forget about it once you have served or worked for them, and they even threaten you when you fall up on the matter. They take advantage of your handwork to attain their individual or institutional goals at the expense of your own personal life, but they will never teach you on the importance of self-development and self-growth. They want you to spend your energy performing tasks that benefit them, but they will never give you opportunities for your personal growth. They always engage you in activities that have non-direct value to your personal life or that of your family, and they never care on whether you have time for your own self-growth or for your family or not. These guys ensure that they assign you work or responsibilities for you to do, even outside the normal working hours. They will call you for official meetings outside the normal working hours without any compensation, and they will not provide you with the necessary support for you to perform your duties for the sake of making you spend your own resources for the same. They will always praise you when you do something that adds value to their life or their work so that you can put more effort. But they will castigate you when you spend your time to develop yourself. These guys will assign you too much work or duties that do not directly add any value to your personal life, and they will never like to see you undertake any personal development projects. They mobilize for support from you when they or their friends are in need, but they know that you will grant them their requests. However, they will disappear when you need them yourself. They are thus your friends when they need you, but their enemy when you need them. So, the individuals that you can admit within your private circle should be those that, number one, don't take advantage of your generosity for their own benefits, but are also available when you need them. Number two, it is those individuals that don't overload you with responsibilities at the detriment of your personal development. Number three, it is those individuals that don't engage you in official activities outside your normal working hours without compensation. Number four, it is those individuals that are concerned, interested, and ready to support you in pursuit of your personal development, even as you work for them or even as you work for your organization. Number five, it is those individuals that are happy. They celebrate and reward you for any extra effort that you put in place in order to add value to them or the organization. Behold, the set standards. The fourth category of individuals that you should eradicate from your private space are the doom spellers. DS, doom spellers. Who are these guys? These are individuals that will never speak anything positive about you or to you. They continuously pronounce threats and curses into your life and intimidate you into doing something for them so that they can divert those evils from coming on your way. They threaten you with bad fate if you don't do for them what they want, regardless of its effect in your life. These guys are those people that only predict and wish you a bad future, regardless of what you do or say. They never believe that you can do or be anything good in life, and the only statements that they can utter is to tell you that you are a useless fool that can never make it in life. They are individuals that always question you and what you are doing without giving you any room to do it. They always discourage you from whatever that you do without giving you room to try because they don't believe in your capabilities and abilities. These guys always believe that you will fail, or they know that you will succeed, but they want you to stop what you are doing so that you don't succeed. They are the individuals that discourage you from trying anything new, and they even relate your family members to a lineage of failures, and they wonder why you think that you can succeed, yet none of your family members has ever succeeded. They are thus your friends only when you fail, or when you are doing nothing that can change your life positively, but they become your enemies once you succeed in anything, or once you do something better than them. They are only happy with you as long as you are trailing them, but not when you are at par with them or when you are ahead of them. Therefore, the only type of individuals that you may tolerate within your private space, it's those who encourage you to try to accomplish tasks in your own way. It is those individuals that believe in your abilities and capabilities, and thus they give you room and support to try new things. It is those guys who always wish you well in your life, both by words and actions. It is those guys who don't deter you from pursuing your interests or your goals in life. It's those guys that don't tie your success or blessings in life to their own personal whims. It is those guys who always appreciate your efforts and applause you whenever you succeed and encourage you to try something again when you fail. It is those guys that don't pronounce blessings in your life only when you do something for them, but they always speak well of you, regardless of what you have or what you have not done for them. The fifth type of individuals you must bar from your private life are the dream derailers. Dream derailers. DD. These guys are the individuals that possess some certain power or authority to either let you proceed ahead, remain at your current position, or lag behind them altogether. It is those individuals that hold certain positions or offices just immediately above you, and they can influence your progress towards achieving your destiny, but they hinder you or block your path, regardless of how good you are at what you do. In fact, most of these guys are your supervisors. Most of them are those who are in charge of you. Most of them are those people in charge of your places of work. These are the people who might be in charge of you in your religious venues. In other words, they have certain responsibility that concerns you. They are individuals that know you. They know your potential. They know what you are competent at. They know what you can do best. And you are even much better than them. And therefore, they know that whatever you do, you may overtake them. So, they are individuals that know your potential. They know that you are competent at what you do, and you are even much better than them. And you thus do anything to ensure that you never overtake them. They believe that if they let your star shine, you will be recognized by the higher offices, and the chances of you even being put in charge of them is very high, and therefore they will employ every available opportunity to block you. They are usually your supervisors, either the place of work or in a certain project, or even in an academic institution where you may be pursuing a certain career whose main pleasure is just to see you remain at their mercy. As a result, they decide not to allow you or allocate you any positions of service or leadership. They accuse you for wrongs you have not done, or they tell you that you are too young for what you are pursuing, or that it's too early for you to graduate at a certain level. These individuals prefer you remaining just at your current level. They block any opportunities for your promotion. They refuse to evaluate you positively. They don't even bother assessing your work or even giving you any positive advice on how you can improve your work or your progress. If you therefore don't decide that enough is enough and take an action to report them to their seniors, you may remain bound at your level in fear, lose your current position, be rendered irrelevant in that organization, or be meant to stagnate at a low level that is not in tandem with your qualification and experience for as long as you don't take any broad action to come out of that status. Therefore, if you realize that somebody above your level or somebody who is your supervisor has become an obstacle in your progress, don't just allow such a person to continue with his or her deeds. Just wake up from your slumber, raise your issues to him or her, and proceed to raise a complaint to his or her seniors as long as you have adequate evidence of the same. Otherwise, if you don't face your fears, you will just be bound into slavery of competency that can neither add any value to you or to the rest, because you will just be a competent coward whose light may remain dimmed till you declare that enough is enough. Therefore, the individuals that you may accommodate within your private space are those individuals that give you room for progression. It is those individuals that assign you tasks and responsibilities that are in tandem with your qualification. It is those individuals that recognize your competence and reciprocate accordingly. It is those individuals that are not worried about your progression, even if it means leading them. It is those persons that will assess and evaluate your work justly and justly for what you have done. It is those individuals that encourage you to do exploits regardless of your age. It is those individuals that support you to thrive in what you do without any fear of you overtaking them. The other category or type of individuals that you should not tolerate within your private space are those that I call brain captors. Brain captors, or BCs. These are individuals that act as obstacles towards the development of your brain faculties, thus making you become, or thus making you, or thus becoming an hindrance to the growth of your intelligence quotient. It is those individuals that act as obstacles towards the development of your brain faculties, thus becoming an hindrance to the growth of your intelligence quotient, or IQ. They are the individuals that will always do everything for you without giving you a chance to try it yourself. And they caption that, I love you so much, and I don't like to see you struggle with something that I can just do for you. They always believe that they are punishing you when they assign you challenging tasks, and therefore, they only assign you tasks that they believe are simple for you and are within your scope. These are individuals that will look to be very good, and in fact, they are so good, extremely good. They are behold goodness. They are good people, but they are messing you up. They are messing up with you because they are not giving you room to experience life in its reality. They are not giving opportunity to face some challenges so that you can mature up, so that you can be able to face challenges in life, so that you can be able to handle situations by yourself, so that you can be prepared for that training day when they will not be around. These guys will never give you assignments or duties that will challenge you to think beyond your ordinary level, or that will take you long hours to think of how you can handle them. They never reproach you when you are wrong, and they will always smile at you and tell you that all is well, even when you have committed a crime or when you hurt them. They are always out there to protect you and disassociate you from every evil, even when they know very well that you are guilty, or even when they are not sure of your innocence. They also never critique you regardless of what you do or how you behave, and they always cheer you up, even when your conscience tell you that for sure you are wrong and what you are doing is wrong. They also reward you positively, even when you have not achieved your set targets, or even when you don't deserve such rewards. They are also too fast to warn you not to try something new because they have fear of the unknown, and they believe that you may fail if you try something new or something that they themselves failed at, instead of them granting you an opportunity to try and learn through your mistake. They also just watch at you as you deviate from the set standards because they don't want to hurt your feelings, and then they come to your defense when you are caught. They also tell you that something is impossible and thus you should not attempt it, either because they have never tried it themselves or because they or some other people tried the same and failed. They forget that to try and fail is the beginning of a successful journey because it shapes your actions and your approach towards what you wanted to do. They thus always discourage you from attempting something because they believe it may not go well with you. The individuals, therefore, that you may tolerate in your private life should be those individuals that don't do anything for you before you have tried it, because to try and fail is always the beginning of a successful journey, for it shapes your actions and your approach towards what you want to do. It is those individuals that train you to take responsibility of your life by letting you pass through some tough situations so that you can learn through experience on how such challenges in the future. It is those individuals that emphasize on taking control of your life without relying on them. It is those individuals that will punish you, reproach you, and critique your actions when you do wrong or commit a crime intentionally. It is those individuals that don't defend you when you commit a crime, but they encourage you to take ownership of the crime that you have committed and apologize for the same. If they have to do something for you, they only do for you that which you may not be capable of doing at that moment, but they train you on how to go about the same later by yourself. It is those individuals that will assign you tasks that are challenging and are tough for you, but they will be patient with you as you take them, regardless of the mistakes that you make. They critique your actions while also proposing on the best ways to deal with similar situations later. They are the individuals that will rebuke you when you do wrong or when you commit a crime, and they will as well as applaud you when you do something good without any assumptions. They are the individuals that will let you face the consequences of your actions and only come to your rescue when the consequences of your actions go beyond your ability, and therefore they come and intervene on your behalf because they know you have already learned a lesson. The seventh type of individuals, or the seventh category, the seventh type or characters of individuals that you should not tolerate within your private space are those individuals that I call substance suitors. Substance suitors, SS. These are individuals that pressure you every day to prove that you are a man or a woman by taking what they take or by doing what your age mates do. They provoke you to take certain drugs or substances so that you can be able to face your fears in life. It is those individuals that believe that the best way for you to express yourself and to express that you're mature enough to fit within the community or within their groups is by taking what other men or women or colleagues take. They even challenge you through statements such as, now that you have made yourself holier than thou, why are you not better than us? Yet you don't even spend a single of your penny to buy for us, or even for yourself, even a single dose of a certain substance. You are just an only child because it's only children that cannot take what adults take. They even tell you, we cannot associate with you if you don't take what we take because it's an indication that you despise us. Amongst other such similar statements or provocative statements. Some of those individuals may not even talk to you, but their actions may speak louder than words. For example, they may not utter any of the statements like those ones that I've already uttered, but they may be encouraging you to accompany them whenever they are going to take such substances. They may tell you that they feel comfortable when you are with them, even if you are not taking what they are taking, because they are assured of their safety. Some of them may even inform you that they are ready to buy for you what you love, such as juices or sodas, among such other things, as long as you accept to accompany them to the venues where such substances are offered. Some of such individuals are even always ready to buy for you as many of the substances as you would like to consume. My friend, never listen to such individuals or even heed to any of their rallying calls, regardless of what such individuals might say, regardless of what they are ready to buy for you or to do to you, and regardless of what they may promise. The individuals that may get a chance within your private sphere should therefore be those individuals that discourage you from taking drugs and other substances through their words and their actions. The eighth type of individuals that you should prohibit from your private space are those people that I call actionless orators. Actionless orators. AO. Who are these fellows? These are the persons that promise you heaven, yet they are not even ready to try to move towards the sky. In other words, these are those persons that like talking a lot about what you can do or what they can do for you, yet when you challenge them to act on their wants, they either assume you or ignore you. It is those individuals that can tell you too much about what you can do or what they can do for you, but they are never ready to do anything for you when you challenge them to act on any of their wants. They are quick to make promises, but they don't fulfill any of them. So, if you come across someone that tells you too much of what you can do or what they can do for you, but they assume you or ignore you when you need them to accomplish even the least of what they say, you should just avoid such characters in your private life because they don't add any value to the quality of your life. People that can add value to your private life are those that do what they say and are ready to assist you or show you the way to do what they tell you that you can do. The ninth type of individuals that you should not tolerate within your private space are the time grabbers. Time grabbers, TGs. Who are TGs? These are individuals who try to engage you or force you to do what they want or what they are doing at the detriment of your own activities. They are individuals that will interrupt your personal routine, your personal timetable, and intrude in your activities with the main reason being that what they want you to do is much better than what you are doing. These are the people that do not take care of your personal activities as long as you help them to accomplish theirs. They are the individuals that will interrupt your daily routine or schedule, and they want you to do what they are doing without caring about what happens to your personal life. They encourage you to be with them anytime and anywhere and everywhere without minding about what you are supposed to be doing at your own level. These people will force you to cease from adhering to your personal timetable or schedule and join them in what they are doing. They are usually happy and friendly to you for as long as you help them to accomplish their own mission, but they never care or will never care about whether you achieve your own personal goals. In addition, such people are always happy with you as long as you are with them or as long as you are helping them accomplish their individual mission, but they are never ready to help you accomplish your own mission or own dreams. These individuals do not add any value to your life, and therefore, the individuals that can add value to your life are those individuals that challenge you to plan for your activities before you undertake them. They encourage you to manage your time effectively. They respect your schedule without any ill motive. It is those individuals that will reproach you when you waste your time or fail to do something that you are supposed to do within a certain time. It is those individuals that are ready to assist you accomplish the tasks within your schedule by their own free will without any force or intimidation. The 10th type of individuals that you should bar from your private life are the situational cheerers. Situational cheerers, SC. These are individuals that will always like to be associated with your successes, but they will disassociate from you when you don't perform as per the expected standards. They will always speak about how smart, how clever, how intelligent you are when you achieve some of your goals, but they will baptize you as good for nothing when things do not go well on your way. They are always very fast to speak about your positives when you are succeeding at anything, but they will speak ill of you when you make unintentional mistakes. They will always tell others about the value that they have added to your life and the role that they have played when you are doing well, but they will speak ill of you when you are in a state that is not pleasant. They will always celebrate with you when you succeed and when you have the ability to help them, but they will run away and abandon you when you need them most, even in terms of their presence. These individuals will always associate with you during celebrations, but they will not even near you or come near you when it's time, when you need them to help you. The individuals, therefore, that you may permit within your private space should be those that stand with you and are ready to remain with you in every season, regardless of whether it's celebration time or melancholic time. The 11th type of persons you should disassociate yourself with from your private space are the people that I call vision grabbers. Vision grabbers. VGs. VGs. Who are these fellows? These are individuals that pretend to be very close to you in terms of moral support so that they can know what you are planning, and then they take ownership of the same even before you have tried it. It is those guys that pretend to be giving you moral support or in pursuit of your dreams, but their intention is to know what you are intending to achieve, where you intend to be in the future, and how you want to reach there so that they can hijack it. They will even sometimes tell you that what you are intending to do is either not good, or is beyond your level, or is impossible, so that you can just ignore it and then they can pick it up themselves. They are thus the people that will pretend to advise you so that you can disclose your plans to them. And then they pick those plans and dreams and implement them themselves. They like you sharing with them your intentions. And then instead of them holding your hand and helping you shape your ideas and dreams, they go behind your back and personalize those ideas to achieve your own dreams as theirs. They thus use you as a source of their visions and their insight, only for you to wake up one day and realize that they have already implemented your ideas and made them their own. They will always listen to you or look at your documented proposal and either tell you that it's not good enough or it's not achievable, yet they will not advise you on how to correct it, on how to perfect it, on how to go about it, so that you can just abandon it for their own benefit. Therefore, if whenever you share an idea with somebody, you realize that that person has already owned up your idea and made it his or her own, then such a person should not be tolerated around your private space, and you should avoid sharing your dreams with such. This is because the main objective of such individuals in your life is to possess your intellectual property, personalize them, and benefit themselves from the same. Therefore, if you hear about a person that takes others' ideas and makes them his or her own, don't give room to such fellows within your private space, because their intention is to own and personalize your vision. In fact, you should be extremely cautious when sharing your ideas or vision with the people, because you never know their inner motives. Some visions are better when not shared, so that people can just learn about them when you have already implemented them. Therefore, the only individuals that you should tolerate, or that you may tolerate or accommodate within your private world or private space, are those individuals that encourage you to pursue your vision by helping you with ideas on how to make it become a reality. It is those individuals that encourage and help you to perfect your proposal in order to meet the expected standards for implementation without discouraging you. It is those individuals that don't disclose your vision to anybody else without your permission. It is those individuals that are ready to work with you to realize your vision without discouraging you and without taking ownership of your vision or a proposal. The third type of individuals you should not accommodate within your private space are the people that I call people hacksters. People hacksters. PH. Who are PHs? These are individuals that magnify and amplify whatever negative issue that they may either witness or hear about somebody else or even about you. Whenever they are speaking to you or speaking to others, Most of their oral content is full of what others either said or did, and mostly on the negative aspect. They have nice stories to tell about others' weaknesses, and their wanting is normally catchy to attract your attention to whatever they are saying about somebody else. Whenever you question the authenticity of what they tell you, they become rude to you and treat you as a person that cannot trust them. They are individuals that will normally keep quiet or change their ones when a second party joins the discussion or when the concerned person joins the group. Such people will always keep quiet when a person says something negative or does something wrong without correcting them or without warning him or her. And then they start moving around, telling everyone that they meet about the same issue, about what you did, about the mistake that you did, or about what the other person said or done. In fact, if a person cannot correct another one when he or she does something negative or says something wrong, he or she has no right to tell you or tell others about it. Such are the individuals that always look at the negative aspect of another person's character or behavior and forget about the many positive aspects of the same person. Therefore, if you encourage such individuals around you, be sure that they will also speak ill of you when with others and while you will be absent. Such characters are very dangerous to your character and life because they can even disown what they themselves told you about others, and they will claim that you are the source of such information. So, avoid being part of such a chain of hucksters by never tolerating any rumors about others, and more so by segregating yourself from such individuals so that you can be able to protect your integrity and avoid the consequences of gossips that might be perpetrated to your personal life by such individuals. Always remember that such individuals are like a sword that can cut on any side depending on which side is more favorable to them at a given time and circumstance, and it is bound to also cut you once you give it your private space. Therefore, the type of individuals that you may permit within your private space are those individuals that don't speak rumors about others. It is those individuals that are ready to own up what they say, even in the presence of the concerned party. And it is those individuals that only discuss ideas instead of discussing individuals. The 13th type of individuals that are very dangerous to your private life, and you should bar them from occupying your private space, are the life escapists. Life escapists, LE. Who are LEs? LEs are those individuals that believe that money and wealth is everything in their lives, and they are ready to do anything to acquire it, regardless of how many people they may hurt in their journey. It is those individuals that are never ready to try anything without bribing someone to do it for them. It is those individuals that always believe that failure to succeed in anything is not humanly and it should never happen. They thus believe that the only way out of challenges in the absence of money is by taking their own lives. They are therefore never prepared to face any challenge that comes on their way, and they hire or beg others to deal with a challenge on their behalf, regardless of what it might cost them. They never imagine that life is composed of ups and downs, times of sadness and times of happiness, times to succeed and times to retreat and rethink due to failure to succeed. But they only believe that life is a smooth pathway and are thus never ready to face the reality. These individuals also never appreciate their natural body features, but are always out there to make any body modifications and decorations for the purpose of looking the way they think is what others will appreciate. These individuals spend a lot of their time and resources changing their body features and forget even about their other responsibilities. They always feel pity for themselves and they keep on comparing themselves with others, yet every human being is unique in his or her own way. They spend their golden time discussing about others' success and never remember to think about their own success. They also spend their time focusing their minds on their simple and few mistakes while forgetting their enormous strengths and successes. They always believe that they are good for nothing and they can never be anything because none of their friends or their genealogy has ever become anything, as if he or she has assessed the entire genealogy to become aware of such. They always have negative imaginations about themselves and believe that success is a reality for others, but just a vocabulary to them because it can never become a reality in their own personal lives. They never put any effort towards improving their lives because they believe that they were not meant to succeed in life, and thus success is a reserve for some chosen few. They never care about how they spend their current time and their other resources because they have no current or future plan or vision, and they don't care about the future. They never care about the quality or productivity of their work as long as they are receiving their salaries or income as stipulated. These guys are also ready to use any means possible, including offering their personality and their bodies to those that matter for the sake of acquiring possessions, favors, and other rewards, regardless of their effort. They are also ready to take any shortcut towards acquiring what they want in life, regardless of what it might cost them. They celebrate holding possessions of power and authority even when they know very well that they are incompetent and do not possess the required qualifications to hold such an office, because they never care about the success of the work that they are assigned to do for as long as they are owning titles and they are holding positions. They also never take their work seriously because they believe their bosses cannot take any action against them because they paid the same bosses to grant them those jobs or positions. They buy their freedom and also buy their possessions. They also cover their incompetencies and weaknesses by barring those that are better than them from performing their duties. They never delegate their roles, and they intimidate those that are competent by even assigning them duties that they have nothing to do with or that has nothing to do with their specializations. They never believe that anyone can secure any job or succeed at anything or in anything without having paid someone else to hold his or her hand. In other words, they don't believe in hard work, but they only believe in shortcuts and corruption. They believe that corruption is a way of life, is a standard of life, is a lifestyle, and the only key to success is through corruption, which is purely a fantasy. They never believe in hard work, but they only believe that it's only the money and body morphology that one possesses that can secure him or her success in life. So, the kind of individuals that you may tolerate within your private space are those individuals that believe in hard work to succeed in anything and make progress in life. It is those individuals that are never ready to take any shortcuts in life. It is those individuals that are aware about the realities of life and are always ready to face and deal with those realities hands-on. It is those individuals that don't deter others' progress and have no fear concerning other success and progress. It is those individuals that take their work seriously and execute it in the best way possible. It is those individuals that don't hold possessions for the sake of money and pride, but they hold possessions competitively with their core interest being to oversee effective and efficient delivery of results. It is those individuals that don't hold possessions or perform work just for the sake of pay or salary, but it's for the sake of achieving both their individual and organizational goals and objectives. It is those individuals that accept and take ownership for any mistakes done and are ready to apply the lessons learned in order to improve themselves and their work. It is those individuals that believe that everything is possible and thus they don't lose hope in life or about life regardless of what they may be passing through at any moment. It is those individuals that always strive to improve their lives, the lives of others, and the quality of the environment with or without others' approval. It is those individuals that know who they are. They believe in themselves and have confidence in facing realities of life hands-on or head-on. It is those individuals who also know what they want in life and who can enable them achieve what they want. It is those individuals that know that it's not everyone that is created to help them achieve their purpose in life, and as a result, they are able to segregate individuals that can be part of their private life and those that are a part of his or her public life without any type of influence. In conclusion, my dear viewers and listeners, if you want to succeed in your life, thrive in whatever you will ever do, and lead a happy and peaceful life till natural death terminates your earthly life, always make a decision and make a decision today concerning the persons that should form part of your private life, and also make a declaration that you will always be very careful with those individuals that you associate with from now henceforth. Therefore, in any or if any of the characters that I have discussed in this presentation had already intruded your private space, kindly work out their way so that you can reclaim your space. Now that you have known about the characters that you should bar from your private life and the past is behind you in relation to who you related with in the past, both at private and public level, just treat your past experiences as lessons learned in relation to your relationship with others and use that past as your stepping stone to a great today and a prosperous future when you make a personal choice concerning who to embrace or deter within your private space. Congratulations for learning about the people you must avoid in your private life. To access more life skills, motivation and inspirational videos from this YouTube channel, click on subscribe button below this video next to Emily Swap Life Skills if it's not currently reading as subscribed. In addition, you can access various topics in ICT or computer field by searching for Emily Swap ICT YouTube channel and clicking on subscribe button if it will not be reading as subscribed. For any further suggestions, corrections or queries in relation to this video and the others posted in any of the above two YouTube channels, kindly feel free to write to us through the email emilyswap@gmail.com. Thank you for choosing me to be within your inner circle, and God bless.